I guess this is more of an out-of-character question. I'm close to filling up another Doom track. I'm like 1 away, but then that will put me at basically 2 more until my Doom arrives, so that's 10 points. Technically, if I level up, I can delay it by another 5, because one of my level up abilities is to remove a Doom sign.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I guess if I level up, I'm pretty close to unlocking my Moment of Truth as well, which I kind of want to save until my Doom
there
shows
will be
up.
a good moment for those.
Yeah, like I want to, like, so I guess more out of character. I guess the only other thing is, like, one of my abilities is my Sanctuary. So I think one of the things I'm going to try to do is set up a more direct line of connection to the computer at the Sanctuary.
Okay. I'll say Abby can probably help with that.
Yeah, because that's one thing I don't really use as much is the resources of my Sanctuary. And it says you're supposed to give me, like, 1 to 4 conditions to fulfill to get my solution.
Okay.
You have to do this thing first, you have to do this other thing. One of my Doom abilities is to ignore one of the requirements to get resources for my Sanctuary, which is not as exciting.
What are you hoping to accomplish by having that direct connection to the computer?
So, because it has access to a computer and powerful healing equipment, I was wondering if I could set up, like, almost like a drone to, like, airdrop healing equipment for us if we need it during a fight.
Okay.
And that could be, like, a way that I could make use of my Sanctuary in-game.
You have to get a pretty sturdy drone to begin with if it's going to be coming into a superhero firefight.
Yeah.
It needs to be pretty sturdy, but I'll say you do know that there is like a R&D floor or 3 in the Hero Institute tower where you could possibly talk to someone about requisitioning one of those. You would need either time or assistance to be able to modify it as needed, and then you would need some time to test.
Okay. That is fine with me. I don't mind taking my time with this.
Do you start with going to requisition a drone?
Yeah, no, I'll start with requisitioning a drone from the Hero Institute, probably.
You go in, you go to basically what's essentially like the quartermaster almost, where you can requisition supplies. And there's this woman sitting behind the desk, and she isn't always at the desk, but she is occasionally. It's like she fills in for whenever someone needs to go on a lunch break sometimes. So you come up and see her behind the desk, and she says, "What can I help you with today?"
I was looking to see if I could get a drone.
What for?
I'm looking for a way to be able to drop off healing equipment from my home base into a firefight if needed.
Oh, that's a good idea. I was working on some designs a while back. I don't remember where they went, but yeah, if you'll follow me this way, and she wheels out from behind the desk towards a door and, like, lets you behind the counter and into the door. Into the back room. She's like, yeah, should be just down this way. I can help you find one to build off of. I don't know what kind of supplies you've got, but I'm sure we've got something that'll work.
Okay.
She's got one of those, like, electric wheelchairs. It's very fancy.
Ooh, yeah. No, I think I follow along, and I kind of start to describe what sort of drone I might need. If anything, it's something that can, like, stay up high, away from most of the fighting, and drop off a heavily shock absorbent container with, like, healing equipment in it, or, like, medical supplies.
You have a very animated conversation with her because she has a lot of knowledge about drones and different kinds of drones and the different uses and ways that they can be used to deliver things. So for being able to stay at a certain height, you'll need this kind of engine. There's also, this one will allow it to move down and then back up really quickly if you need to use it before you find the right kind of container, and just keeps going.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with what I'm learning from this. It's just, you know, I have access to the Phoenix Roost. I might as well make use of it more often.
Exactly. Especially if you're getting out in the field more often with a new team, right?
Yeah. You team.
She goes over and just picks up a tablet. You're in this room that's basically like, the walls are like covered in like boxes almost. A bank vault with safe deposit boxes.
Yeah.
Like that. Except for they're bigger than most of them. So she just like pulls up this tablet and starts tapping away. So your best bet is probably going to be either this one or this one or this one. It like the doors pop off and the whole drawer comes down, just like floats down onto the ground.
Huh.
But like immediately in front of where it is, and she looks over and they're like, oh yeah, forgot I haven't updated this yet.
Oh,
Heads another couple of buttons, and then they float up and start floating over to you. And then they sit down in front of you.
Huh.
Yeah, there are so many systems in here to keep up to date. Okay.
You're doing fine, I think.
I'm pretty good at this. So yeah, just look and pick which ones you want. Pick which one you want to use.
What are my options again, just to make sure I'm weighing them effectively?
There's one that is specially designed to drop things from a great height, but she has given you a heads up, like, they don't currently have the right kind of canister, depending on the kind of medical equipment you have, to have it be, like, correctly shock absorbent, so you would have to, like, catch it, or there could be ways to, like, slow it down so it doesn't impact the stuff, so just be extra modifications you have to add. There's one that could go down and then back up really quickly, but the downside with that one is, like, yes, fast deliveries, but it's not exactly fragile, but it's a little more difficult to repair if damage happens to it.
Okay.
And then there's one that just looks almost like a tank of a drone.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Phoenix helped test this one. It can handle just about anything. It's not the prettiest drone in the world, but it's sturdy and can keep your whatever medical supplies you need safe, and it's also pretty fast.
Huh. Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure we can find a way to make it a little more aesthetically appealing. It's just like gray.
I mean, it might help that it's nondescript, but it could also help if it's got like some super logos on it so people know it's like not a threat. I don't want to like worry people, I guess.
Yeah, that would certainly be helpful. I also might be able to, it'll take me, but I could probably figure out some way to have like cloaking on this. It'll take some time and some practice, but I can find a way to make it work.
Cloaking on a tank.
I will say it's a tank. It's like about the size of like a loaf of bread.
No. Oh, okay. So it's like a really dense loaf of bread.
Yeah.
I think I'll get the ugly one. Right? Like the one that's all beat up, or like beat upable, I guess I should say.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but she shows you different things and like how to access the different compartments and like different security measures on it, and you could potentially add like smaller drones in the future to be able to assist with it, but those take a little bit more time to design or get a hold of, so something you could work on in the future. But there is options, it's just kind of ugly.
That is A-okay with me.
She enters another thing into her tablet. Alright, this baby is yours.
Huh. Nice.
Let you take it home, spend some time figuring out kind of what you want to do to it, get familiar with it, test it out a little bit. I mean, Phoenix knows where to get stuff to update the outside of it, at least the appearance-wise, and if you ever have any questions or concerns, you can just let me know. Taps a little bit more on your little communicator, your little wrist thing.
Mm-hmm.
You get the little pop-up that you have a new contact whose name is Audrey.
Let me go ahead and add that to my little notes.
Yeah, and for context, she's about your dad's age, but from talking to her, she's a tech whiz.
Okay.
She knows her stuff. There's
Got it.
a little voice in your head saying, She needs to meet Madigan.
Oh, true. Alright. I do have somebody you should meet once we're all done here, but thank you so much.
Of course. Happy to help. Like I said, if you need anything else, you know how to get in touch with me, and I'm pretty much always here.
Alright.
I do sleep, I promise.
That was a weird thing to bring up unprompted, but I got you.
You notice there's like a small little drone floating behind her, and she's like, no, I was talking to him.
You got it. I just kind of blink a little bit, like I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, you didn't see it come up, but you did hear like there's a soft little like tinkle of music, and there's just this tiny little drone flying behind her.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, he's been sneaking up on people again, so he has to deal with the jingle. Just glares at it.
I kind of nod, like, it is unfortunate that you are in a position where your drone is trying to sneak up on you, but I don't really know how to respond to that outwardly, so I just kind of nod a little bit.
Yeah, just kind of nod and then go back home with your drone.
Uh-huh. And I look around when I get out of the lab, and I look to the drone. You're not gonna start talking to me, are you?
No response.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not gonna make you roll. There's probably a person that communicates with her through the drone.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was like, I didn't know if the drone I got had feelings and stuff, which would make it a very different conversation and setup.
Yeah, no, this one doesn't secretly have a little alien AI piloting it.
Okay, good. This one isn't like the little mini episode that I missed out on.
Yeah, God, that was so fun.
I know, and it's so sad I missed it.
So you take your little drone home and spend some time figuring out sort of how to use it and all that.
Sure thing.
I'll say for now, you figure out how to get it to bring to you like very basic like first aid medical supplies. So like to help like if someone's like bleeding or if someone needs a splint, more advanced things, you'll need to take more time and have modifications done. And some of those modifications you'll either have to like pay for with whatever we hand away as currency, or like someone might ask you like, hey, I'll do this if you can help me out with this.
Okay. So it's usable, but it'll get better the more work I put into it.
Yeah.
All right.
So I figure, why not give you this? What do you call it? Do you name it?
Oh gosh, do I name it?
Or do you wait until you can show it to the rest of the team?
I kind of want to discuss with the team what we name it. I don't want to skip ahead.
Okay. So you spend at least half of your month getting the hang of how to communicate with this drone and how to use it. Because, yeah, Audrey showed you like a little crash course, but you figure there's still a lot she didn't show you to begin with.
Yeah.
Give you what you need to start out. And do you look into her at all, or do you reach out to her and contact her?
I'd say if there's like questions that I have that I'm not able to answer, then yes. If I feel like I'm trying to learn it myself, like I can't always be like, if she's not reachable during a fight, like I don't want to be stuck and unable to do the thing.
That makes sense. I'll say over the next couple of days, she does send you all of like the instruction manuals and things. So like there's like the beginner level, like more advanced level maintenance instructions. She just sends them to you, and if you, as you look at, she's not just anyone. She's like the head of technology research and development for Aegis.
Oh, okay. Got it. So she's pretty on the top.
Yeah. She's not like the public facing head, because there is a public facing head who does a lot more of the like PR and work with different groups. But pretty much all of the technology that is created by and for Aegis, she has a hand in it.
Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind.
Anything else you want to do in the month, or?
That was the most of it, really.
Anything you want to talk to your dad about? I say as I've had one of our listeners yelling at me about how you need to talk to your dad.
Yeah.
You have since then, but...
I have since. I think that the big talk after the doppelganger fight helped a lot. I think, like, the initial conflict really, like, died down a bit after we had that talk. But I definitely, like, once more of this stuff about the second void gets brought up, I'll probably have to talk to him about it. But until then, I don't really want to push him, because I don't want him to be like, it's too dangerous, don't do it.
Yeah, so you don't bring anything up about that. He probably does sort of over time start sharing a couple more stories from, like, back in that time. He's not spilling all of the beans about everything, but it's just stories that he just maybe didn't think about bringing up before, hasn't thought about in a while, because he's been through a lot, so tells you about some of the heroes that he's worked with in the past, and feels like he's getting a little bit more comfortable talking about this, even though there was something that happened around that time that you feel like he just either doesn't want to or doesn't know how to talk about.
Huh. Interesting.
And before we wrap up, I want to do a quick little flashback to after you finished your conversation with Stormcry. As he was walking away, and he's out of sight, out of earshot, he just says, "So how long are you planning on following me, Houdini?" And Houdini materializes.
No!
Hair pulled back in a ponytail, and she's like, "I stayed back. Wasn't listening. Just, I mean, you know what Angel I said. Buddy system. Until this all gets sorted." She says, yeah. Well, I don't know what's going on, but it's probably gonna get more complicated. He knows." She's just like, oh. Okay.
I'm shaking my fist.
Guess we'll have to talk to Felix. You heading to his place tonight, or... Wait, no, we're meeting Bucker. I forgot. God, it's been so long since we've been there. He's just nods and says, yeah, I haven't been back since. Just kind of trails off, and she says, I haven't either. Maybe this will all be over soon. I hope so. Really like to get my sister back. And we're gonna end there.
Okay. Houdini, missing sister. Like, I know Houdini is ostensibly a good person. However, just knowing that they have invisibly been hanging out all the time.
You have been listening to Queen City Supers, a graveyard tape-side story using the game Masks. Masks: A New Generation is a superhero role-playing game in which a team of young heroes fights villains, saves lives, and tries to figure out who they are. Featuring Caitlin as Madigan, aka Scarlet Sentinel, the Janus. Jess as Bethany Bertolucci, aka Glider, the Beacon. Ian as Marcus, aka Kid Phoenix, the Doomed. And Brianna Jean as the Keeper and Producer.